Hey GX community, this is GXBOB coming back to you guys again to do another DIY, and this one is going to be a little different because this has to be one of my top 10 mods that I'm going to be doing on my GX that is just going to blow you away. I haven't seen any other GX460s with this mod. That's why this one is going to be a little special to me. Okay, so if you guys have been following my Instagram at gx.bob or my OnlyFans page at Asian Boys with Long Toys, you guys have already known that I have been following this product for quite some time. It has finally arrived last night and I'm going to be doing this installation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started, folks. Bam! Any of you guys that follow my channel know I love to do a box opening in front of you guys, only to let you guys know what is involved, what are the parts and the materials inside of this box. I know a lot of you guys want to go straight to the installation, and I understand and I feel for you guys. You guys are the most impatient people on the face of the earth, and you guys wonder why you're divorced and single and most likely dating fat chicks. But for the rest of you guys that do enjoy the product at the beginning to see what all the materials and everything that's part of this box involves, let's go ahead and get started. So here's the box right here, okay? Brand new, never been opened. So let's go ahead and open this up for the first time. I am opening this up and seeing this for the first time just like you guys are. So there are no hidden surprises, okay? Foam inserts, what is this? Plastic wrapping. Let's check this out, guys. Whoa, okay, look at this. Let's start off with the harness, guys. You guys notice all my other installations got like 800,000 harnesses and plugs. This one only comes with 2, okay? So let's see what kind of harnesses these are. They look like HDMI. I'm kind of curious why we have HDMI cables, and we have a white connector right here. Not exactly sure what this does yet. And on the other end of this white connector, we have 2 USB inputs, okay? Standard USB, let's put that away. And for the hero of this video, let's go ahead and unwrap this. Look at this, wow. Holy smokes, look at this, folks. It almost looks like it has a blue tint to it, huh? Let me get my camera around this thing, let you guys check it out. Here is the back portion of it. Here's the bottom. You got a HDMI plug right there, and you got that white connector plug right there, and you got a larger white connector right here. Most likely this is going to be OEM. We will find out in a minute or two. But I just want you guys to take a look at this, huh? Look at that. What do you guys think so far? Okay, first things first, guys, we're going to go to our vehicle and start the car. We're going to find out what lights are already popping up on our OEM instrument cluster. Those lights need to be the same lights that's going to be on when we install our aftermarket instrument cluster, okay? So if you already have an airbag light on there, and just because you install an aftermarket instrument cluster, that airbag light is not going to go away, okay? It should transfer over to this new instrument cluster. And the reason why I say this is because I've been messing around with my driver's side seatbelt assembly, and I shorted out the left-hand airbag squib, and that popped on the airbag. That's going to be a future video and where I'm going to be replacing the driver's side seatbelt assembly. But for now, we want to ensure that any aftermarket product that we install doesn't cause an airbag or check engine light to come on, okay? So we need to finalize that and ensure that it was caused prior to our installation. Let's go ahead and go to our driver's cockpit. Okay, folks, this is our current instrument cluster display OEM. These are the lights that are currently on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the mileage. The mileage needs to be the same. Let's look at the gas needle. We're gonna need to know that the gas needle is gonna be the same. So right when we start up, look at where the RPMs are. Look at where the temperature gauge is, okay? And just for the sake of this test, we are going to leave the driver's side front and the driver's side rear door open. Okay, so let's go ahead and disassemble. Always have your trusty plastic trim tool on you in order for you guys to pry these panels open. But if you guys are gay and have long ass fingernails, you guys don't need tools like this, okay? So let's go ahead and pop these open. Once you pop them open, you can go ahead and just leave it hanging. You do not need to disconnect any of the plugs. Now we're going to go over to our start and stop switch right here, and we're going to pop this panel open also because it is covering the cluster bezel. Should pop right open. You could go ahead and leave it hanging. Do not unplug anything. Right in front of your bezel, you're going to have a plastic panel right here. You see this little slit right here? You're going to grab your plastic trim panel, you're going to go inside that crease, and you're going to try to pop it upward. There you go. See? Comes right off. And from here, you can go ahead and pull your plastic bezel out. Set it aside. You're going to need to remove this air conditioning vent. If you have ambient lighting, be careful. Take the strip out with it. Go ahead and leave this on your seat. Now if you take a look at the lower bottom quarter, you're going to see two 10 millimeters that we're going to have to remove. Now to remove those two, we're going to go ahead and mosey this instrument cluster out. From here, go ahead and disconnect the connector behind your instrument cluster. And let's go ahead and remove this. We're going to go ahead and get these CarLink Live cables ready to go. You have a small white connector. We are going to hook up that small white connector right in there. And the HDMI cable, we're going to take the one that's angled at 90 degrees and we're going to go ahead and plug it into the back. You're going to want to take the yellow OEM tabs off of here. And put it on our new cluster. Let's go ahead and take it to our vehicle. Now we're going to bring the instrument cluster. We're going to take the USB cables and the HDMI cables. We're going to route it down here somewhere. We're going to route it down where the left air conditioning vent is, and we're going to route it down, and we're just going to leave it there. While we route it down, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the OEM cable, and we're going to be installing the OEM cable. It's kind of hard to see, but here is our OEM cable. It's a really long black one. Long black one, that's pretty funny. All right, here you go. Plug it in. After I plug it in, I'm going to go and scoot this down. After I scoot it down, so I'm routing all these cables all the way down here to the left side, and I'm just going to leave it down here in its pocket because I believe we are going to be continuing with our project later on a future date with these inputs, okay? Leave it down here. We are going to go ahead and mosey this in. Let's go ahead and match the two holes on the bottom where the 10 millimeters go. And then the two top clips, you're going to want to just push it in until it snaps into place. There you go. And it should be done. Now let's go ahead and put in our 10 millimeters. So I'm not going to bore you guys with showing you guys how to install 10 millimeters because you saw me taking it out. I'm going to save you guys from that. You guys remember, you still have your CarLink Life HDMI cable and your USB inputs right in here. You could zip tie it up, or you can just leave it loose right behind here underneath the AC vent. There's plenty of space and it's not going anywhere. You got a lot of wire bundles down there, okay? You're going to be using those cables in the near future. I would just leave it where it's accessible. Next, you're going to take your AC vent, and don't forget, for those of you that do have ambient lighting, to put your strip back on. I should really glue this back on, but I'll do that at a later date, because it still holds pretty tight in place by just snapping this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my shroud back on here. Okay, and there's a plastic piece that goes to your steering column. I'm gonna just snap that into place. Take your left side control panel here, pop that into place. Take my police siren, put it up here, keep it out of the way, put my start button back, and we are ready to go. Okay, let's go ahead and start our vehicle here.
One channel started.
As you can see, I got the two driver's side doors open. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Is 4:43 p.m. right now. This is what I set as my main screen. You can actually go through your settings right here by going to this enter button right here, and you could just scroll down and it'll change the screen to your steering angle right here. If you move your steering wheel like I'm doing right now, it'll change the degrees reading on there, as you can see. Okay, so if I don't like this screen, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it to the next screen. Vehicle inclination, if I'm on an uphill or if I'm, tilted on a rock or something like that, on a curb or whatever, it's gonna show right here. I'm actually on a flat plane right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and push this button down. It shows right here for my air shocks. I have no idea what this reading is. Okay, so it has arrows right here for up or down. So I think it'll show you if your airbags are at what level. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next screen. Oh, okay, so if we go back, the title of the screen is right here, chassis lift. So this is another home screen. I'm gonna go ahead and flip down on here, go to another home screen, assisted driving, nice. Okay, so right here we have a vehicle information home screen if you prefer this home screen. So let's go ahead and push down. This is for vehicles that have built-in TPMS. Okay, obviously mine doesn't. As you can see from my OEM, I have my parking brakes on, I have my doors open, and my skid lights are on and my engine lights are on, and I'm not wearing my seatbelt. We already determined these lights were on when I had my OEM instrument cluster in right here. There's my temperature right there. I don't know if you guys can see the temperature. There you go, sorry about that. Temperature is where it's supposed to be. And look at my fuel. Okay, that's my fuel right there. And I did drive a little bit around the block and back and stuff like that to test it out and stuff, so my mileage did go up a little bit. Let's go ahead and push this button down, and you're going to get a fuel consumption right here and how many miles I went on trip A already. So if I hold this enter button, it should reset. There you go, went back down to 0. So let's go ahead and move over to trip B. Hold enter to enter navigation. So this is the the screen I'm talking about, that they're going to eventually end up hooking something up to that HDMI cable, I believe, and it's going to go to your center console, your navigation unit. I believe it might show up on here, okay? I'm not sure yet, but I was hinted to that, to keep that USB and that HDMI cable really accessible, because there are good things to come, okay? So if I step on the gas right now, so my RPMs are going up, okay? Everything worked, guys, okay, because I already drove it around for a little bit. I know all the needles work and everything. My odometer works, temperature works. So let's go ahead and go to the, let me zoom out a little bit here. Let's go ahead and go to the next screen here. And this is one of my favorite screens, right? So let me give you a clue on how to operate these, because you have a whole bunch of different home screens that you can choose from. And within those home screens, you have subfolders. In order to get to the subfolders, all you have to do is just push enter right here, and it'll go to the same subfolder with the same design, but except instead of, you know what, let me close the door, that's getting annoying. Okay, there. So one of my main home screens is the car as a display. So if you keep flipping down, it'll move it around a little bit. It'll change it up for you a little bit, you know, depending on what you like to look at the home screen, just by pushing this enter button down. Okay, so if you don't like this type of home screen and you want to switch it to a different home screen, all you have to do is hold it down, push enter, and it'll take you to a different home screen. So this is, I believe this is your inclination screen. Okay, so if this is more important to you, you keep this as a home screen. But check this out. In this home screen, you can have a subcategory by going down. See, now you can add that wheel angle in there, and you can add a whole bunch of other stuff in there, okay? Right there, look at your engine and chassis. If you start driving, your wheels will start turning on you. Okay, assisted driving, if you have vehicles with that option. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of here by pushing enter. Okay, go back, and now let's go to a different home screen. Different home screen here. Here's a screen. Let's go ahead and push enter. It'll take us to this screen. If you guys like digital displays, your RPMs in digital and your miles per hour in digital instead of the needle, you could do that. Let's push down to see what kind of subfolder this screen has. Okay, so you have wheel angle if you like that. Cool, right? Depending on what kind of picture you like as your home screen, you could choose from a whole bunch of stuff on here. So let's go to your settings. Let me show you how to do your settings. Oops, I have to keep my door open and hold my fingers to the door latch thing because my camera is in the way. So let's go ahead and hold enter, push down on enter. Now you can set your time. So to set your time, it's a little weird. So let me show you how to do it. So all you have to do is push enter to get into time setting. So if you go up and down on this enter button, it'll take you to the next step, right? Like just like this. So if you want to change it, let's say it's 4:50 right now, I would have to change it to, I believe, to 24-hour time. Okay, so since it's on 12-hour format, I would have to set it at 1650. So let's go ahead and do it. Push enter, it'll take you to 1, go to the next one by pushing down, then go to 6, then push down, then 50, then go down. You don't need a 1 there, you could do 0. Now go down. Do not flip on this 24-hour format. Keep it on 12-hour, and it'll do the transition for you. Okay, now go to settings, click enter, and you're done. It will change your time to 4:50. Okay, now go to return to go back to that setting screen. Okay, so right here, if you go down to vehicle model setting and push enter, you could choose your car, your display card to be white, black, or gray. Okay, I already chose white. Let's go return. Now let's go to unit settings. Push enter. You could change miles per hour to, I don't know, kilometers. You could change your miles right here to km. You change your MPGs to, I don't know, liters. If you are in Canada or Kansas, here's pressure. You could change the PSI to bar. I already have mine all set the way I want it to US measurements. I'm going to go ahead and click return here. Language settings, we set it on English. Version information, so if you, okay, let's go back. If you should ever contact CarLink Live to go back and forth about any type of issue and you have to upload firmware or whatever, this is the screen that they're going to ask you to go to, version information. So this is the information that they're going to have to grab from you, your app version, your MCU version, okay? And whenever you do your firmware upgrade, you're going to have to click on this upgrade in order for it to, you know, load up and then reset itself. So let's go ahead and click on return. We're not going to do any of that because we are good. Let's go ahead and click return. Now we're back out on the home screen again. Now let's go ahead and get out of here. So what do you guys think? Pretty badass, right? You guys aren't the first folks that I've demonstrated this to. I've demonstrated to family and friends. They were all blown away at how advanced my vehicle is right now. I've shown you a few home screens. There's quite a few other home screens and subfolders that you guys can actually rummage through here just using this button right here. I didn't bother because I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of it. There's a whole bunch of home screens that will personalize your front screen, and from that you can switch things around, okay, just by going down and down and down and down, okay? You're just gonna have to play with this. I spent a lot of time playing with this. I spent some time driving around with this. All the needles work, the temperature works, Fahrenheit, mileage, odometer, everything works. I was a little skeptical at first. Trust me, I was. I didn't want to release something that wasn't ready for the market yet. So when I pulled back into my driveway, I finally said, you know what, it's time. It's time to shoot my final clip and release this video just so you guys can get into your hands, okay? The discount code and the video link for this digital instrument cluster for your GX460 is right below the video. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's GXBOB signing out again. Till the next video, guys. Peace.